pagans.
Damn, they jumped on the chick at her baby shower. Her friends jumped on her at her baby shower.
Oh, that's messed
That's
up.
fucked up. Damn, that's fucked
I guess that's why they've been inviting those to baby showers now. Those been being reckless.
up. Oh, my mama, look at this shit. Oh, my kids. Man, I would have reported everything on his ass. Look at the last thing I just saw. These people need to take man out of here, bro. These people losing their mind out here, bro. This man flipped this man upside. Bet he flipped the man upside down like he was a fucking toy, bro. Oh my god. Ain't no fucking way. Man, I soon, man, I promise we'd have been fighting. I'd have hit him. You got me fucked up, bro. I don't know who you think I am. He flipped that nigga upside down, tried to shake him for his pocket.
Hey, let's meet up next week.
I think I'm gonna jump off tonight. You guys kept me up too late last night.
Alright, white lady.
See you guys later.
You might sleep tight. Yeah, I done got on late. Mess around, had to.
How we?
Flex like Paul. What?
How's things? What is the deal with this life invader and email? Hide your person the letter to my nudity
What?
He said I'm a fucking homosexual. Hell no. He said I'll just say shit to piss old white people off.
I've met them in person. They're cool people.
What?
Like I met our future Tyler the Creator, like in their early days.
Loiter Squad?
No, well that was their TV show, but when it was all of them, like Tyler the Creator, Taco, Jasper, Lionel, Left Brain, Haji Beats, Sid the Kid, Earl, yeah. Not me forgetting Earl, Damo, Genesis, Mike G. When it was all of them, who else? Juan was in there, but he wasn't like an artist for real. He was just around them. This nigga named Cedric. Yeah, I met all of them. Yeah, they were some cool people. That was when I went to the pop-up shop. That was their first show in New York in March. I think it was in March. My dad hated me. Yeah. My dad hated me that day. He called me talking about, where you at? I said, and I hung up the phone and turned my phone off the whole day. I didn't go home until like 2 in the morning. He was mad.
Y'all feel like doing this Kyle Perkio heist? Alright, got it set up. But I don't know how long y'all niggas been on, cause it's going on 2 o'clock. What's that music from? Yeah, and I recognize it. I recognize that music. Is that from Office Space? Yeah. And dude is in the he in the car. And then when you see a black person, sit down, yeah. Hell yeah. Like I know y'all be saying y'all, but Dr. Dre even said, he said, for white boy from Beverly Hills buy my tape, I'm paid. Cause that's what they had a problem with. They had a problem. They didn't really have a problem with gangster rap until they found out their kids was listening to it. It was like little Timmy out here talking about bars and vogues. Nigga, what do you know about that? Sitting up here, got a hoe.
Long John.
I mess around, forgot to disband. I really want to blow this thing up. I don't care about that. What in the world are y'all watching? Didn't even get that far. This nigga doesn't want to be in a relationship. Y'all hear about Jimmy Carter dying today?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. It's messed up. I'm trying to make it past 100. We did about 130 out here, 150. I'm over here stealing some product off the scrap yard. Yeah, I just got on. I was my coworker was chilling out with me. I was trying to get her to let me eat her ass before she left. I was trying to eat it from the back. I was trying to eat it from the bike. That's the only reason why it took me so long to get on. I was here talking to her.
You, sir, are a nasty man.
What?
Neutered.
You do not neuter humans. Now you should neuter pedophiles. Those are the people those are the ones you need to neuter. But if you seen my kids, you would like them. You're like, you got cute kids and they well mannered. I'm trying to be like Genghis Khan. They said no. They said you could, like most of the people in Asia have Genghis Khan's DNA. Was wildin'. Y'all talk about Nick Cannon. Genghis Khan was that nigga. He was everybody's daddy. The people he took. That is crazy. That's crazy. Literally. Wild West, yeah. Well, that's why they got all those crazy ass rules. Kung Fu treachery. Yeah. You had to kill, yeah, because Kung Fu treachery, it was all, you know what I'm saying? You murder my father. You know, it was over. Right. That shitty walk. At the shitty store, the shitty walk. Right. I'm so racist. Jeez, oh beats. Right. South Park. So Trey and Matt Parker. Have you seen Basketball? Dude, that and Team America World Police. America, fuck yeah. Here to save the motherfucking day, yeah. America, fuck yeah. Freedom is the only way now. It's the freedom we all share. It's the hope for tomorrow. Dude, that's my favorite song. He said, pizza, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Slavery. Yeah. Slavery, fuck yeah. And then when they got sad, they said that when the team broke up, they were like, America, Fuck yeah, America. Yeah, it was, man, that whole movie was hilarious. Like they take the most serious subjects and make ass clowns out of it. Like especially like pedophilia, anything, being gay. Like that one episode where the people from the future were coming back to the past because they ain't had jobs, and they were like, they took their jobs, they took their jobs. Right? Yeah. Nothing. Because they got into a big gay pile. They was like, so what we need to do is, if we're gay, there won't be people born in the future. So let's just get in a big gay pile and do it to each other. And it's a big, I mean, and they actually have, like, they show like a big gay pile, like a whole bunch of naked white men doing it to each other in a huge mountain. It's a huge mountain of people. Like they are unhinged. Yeah. Do it right. 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 Fuck. Dude, and my favorite episode is the Butters episode. That's my favorite, when Butter was a pimp, and first, right, and Butters had, but he treated, dude, he treated his hoes right though. He got him a health plan. He got him a schedule. Like he was like the best pimp that ever lived, and he ain't even know it. Because when he went to the players ball, and he was trying to find out, because he just started selling kisses, had his girl selling kisses on the playground during recess, and it was like, you know what I'm saying? He said, yes, I understand what you're saying. He said, you got to get these bitches out here. Yes, you don't have to keep repeating. I know what you're saying. He was like, man, you know what? He was talking to Snoop. He was talking to Don Magic Wand. He was like, yes, I do. I understand. You don't have to keep asking me if I understand what you're saying. I do. I understand. Butters had his hoes have 401k and everything. They had a retirement plan. They didn't even have to hold that long. There's a pimp out here that he. Right. And that nigga kept records. He was like, oh, the senator such and such, he comes in for 30 kisses he comes with 3 days a week for kisses and hugs. He had everybody. He had because he kept records. He kept records, got his hoes a 401k and a health plan, major benefits. It paid to be Butter's hoe. Literally. I was like, man, that's like that. And then like they have like hundreds of episodes, and like that's like my favorite. And then whenever they put out a freaking movie, whenever they put out a movie, I watch it. Cause now the father has a weed farm, Integrity Weed. If it's not Integrity Weed. Yeah, I got rid of that. I was paying, man. I was just really paying too much for internet.
Sure. What did you want to ask me?
Yeah. To a whole book. Yeah. So I was just like, yeah. I got rid of a whole bunch of mine. I got rid of Paramount. I got rid of what was a whole bunch of them. I got rid of Paramount and a whole bunch of them. Now I'm just down to Hulu. I'm really down to Hulu and Netflix. I got Hulu, Netflix, and Prime. And mainly because because Hulu, I got Hulu Live, so I can watch football and basketball. Because, you know, ESPN, CBS, and Fox and NBC all show football, and ESPN show basketball, and then so I get to see all my sports and stuff. And then Netflix, I mean, there's just a whole bunch of stuff on Netflix I watch. And then Prime has Invincible, The Boys, and then they have Thursday Night Football too. So, but the rest of that stuff, yeah. So the rest of that stuff you could just keep, you know. I'm cool on everything else. Cause I was, like you said, I'm like my normal cable used to cost $130, and that's if I only had like Stars and HBO. I didn't even have like Stars, HBO, Showtime, and Cinemax, and all that. So, but just go ahead, like you said, bust it down to like a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so now I'm down to like 100, maybe, because my Hulu Live comes with, I get Hulu, Disney, and ESPN. I got that little bundle, so that all comes together. So that's 100 by itself, and because I was paying $76 a month for YouTube TV. I had Hulu, I had Paramount, I had ESPN, I had NFL, had the NFL network, and come to find out, if you got Hulu, it got the NFL network on there. I'm paying extra for something I already got. Yeah, I was like, oh hell no. I was like, I'm cool. I started because I really wasn't thinking about it, or it really wasn't hitting my pockets, because it was, $15 here, $20 here, $10 here, $5 here. You know what I'm saying? But then I don't even know what it was. I just got to. It was that's what it was. I realized NFL Network and whatchamacallit was the same thing when I was paying twice for the. I was like, hold on. So then I started going through everything, like start really like looking at stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, shoot, yeah. I was like, man, let me.
Nice car, man.
Yeah. I like Netflix because there's a whole bunch of stuff on Netflix I watch. I like. Yeah. And that's what it. See, I got Hulu when it came out with the bundle. Like I had Netflix to start off with. What was it, Bird Box? Because everybody was talking about Bird Box. And I was like, okay. So I got Hulu. And I kind of like Hulu better, because Hulu will, except for like certain things like Stranger Things, Arcane, and certain shows, they'll put the whole series out. Like they'll drop all 8 episodes. You don't have to wait. Like Disney is once, like The Mandalorian, you gotta wait once a week. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta wait till it come out that whatever month or day it come out, and then once a month, or once a week, you get the new episode comes out.
Sure.
But Netflix was like, here, take it all right now. Cause Blue Eye, like I love Blue Eye Samurai. Like there's some things I'll just watch over and over again. Some things I only watch once.
Sure.
No, on Netflix. It's called Blue Eye Samurai. It's kind of like, it's like a rated X Mulan. Like Mulan wants to go join. Yeah. Cause I mean they show titties. They be having sex and everything on there. Yeah. Cause the girl's getting revenge. She's half white, half Japanese, or half Chinese. and it's like a stigma to be because they kicked out all the white people. No white people were allowed back in China, so they were killing them. If you were white and you was in China, they killed you. So if you was half Chinese, but you gotta remember, while they was in there, while the white people was there, they was having kids. So if you was they literally called you a monster. Like they had a word for it, like Yakuza or something. Not the black dude. And they had that. They got his. He had a whole eight episode series, The Black Samurai. But it was a word they used to describe the whatchamacallit, those half breeds. If you was half white, half Chinese, and they killed them. And she wore these special sunglasses over her eyes because her eyes were blue. So that's how they could tell, that she was half white. But she went but her mom was raped by her dad. So the whole show is about her going back and killing not only him, but all his friends. And she was like a master swordsman. It's sex and violence. It's, like I said, it's like an X-rated or R-rated. It's like Mulan. Like Mulan is, Disney, happy go cheery stuff. This was not it. Oh, it's yes, yep. I try to, yeah, yeah, yeah. I started watching that like a month ago. I just got off of it. I just didn't. Not that it wasn't interesting. It's just I have damn near I have ADD or something like that. Nigga, it's hard for me. Yeah, I was liking that too. I know exactly what you're talking about because I started watching it. Hey. But then I just stopped. I got sidetracked watching other stuff because I'll sit around and watch because I mainly like watching sports. So I was disappointed today. The Colts lost, so now we can't even we can't even make the playoffs. So now I know I'm just gonna be watching football for no reason now. My team can't even make it to the Super Bowl. But so I get sidetracked watching other stuff, and then I don't get back to what I've been watching. I like Arcane. I like anime. I like cartoons and animated stuff. I've always liked it since I was a kid. I love cartoons. I like cartoons more than I like live action. But I do like, you know, live action stuff. Like when the Transformers came out live action, I watched, I had to watch that. And they did a live action Cowboy Bebop on Netflix, and they canceled it. And to me it was great.
It was good.
I'm the dude, young child, Rhodey from Harold and Kumar. He was doing it. I mean, he just reminded me of Spike. You know what I'm saying? And I like Jet. Is that what they said? Man, and that's what I'm just like, dude, y'all messed up. Yeah, cause I'm watching it now again for the fourth time. Cause I mean, it just seemed to me it was a great adaptation. It was a great adaptation. Hasn't been trash. The Avatar. The Avatar live action was good. Yeah, that was good. It's better. I liked the movie. I did like the movie. I don't know. I mean, that's the, yeah. I did. I liked the movie. But I could see where people didn't people really didn't like it. Cause I mean, really, the Avatar should be like 10 movies. Like, cause they're it's a one thing, and I think that's where people had a disconnect because they did that little montage of him saving, saving villages and doing this, that, and the other. But in the cartoon, in the series, it gradually happens. He doesn't want. First off, he doesn't even know where he is. The first 4 or 5 episodes is of him, still trying to find out, find out he just finding out everybody's dead. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And that's the same thing why I didn't like Transformers 1. Because, I mean, the new movie, they got a new movie, and it was entertaining. It was entertaining for me.
A CEO.
But
so obviously she
the thing is, I grew up watching the G1 series, and they actually had an episode of how the Decepticons came to be. Like, Cybertron was all Autobots who couldn't fly, and Megatron and them, the Decepticons came. The Decepticons could fly, and like all the Autobots was like, "Wow, these robots can fly. They're such and such." But they didn't know they were evil until one day, Megatron was like, "Hey, where y'all keep y'all Energon?" And they was like, "Oh, we keep it over here." And then he started killing them all. And it was like, "Oh, dude, you're not good. You're not a cool dude." Yeah, and he actually shoots Orion Pax, and then the aerial bots had ended up going back in time, and they ended up helping Orion get to Alpha Centauri, Alpha Trion. And Alpha Trion, he said, "Okay, I got all these other bots," because the Decepticons were killing everybody, and he was like and Alpha Trion was the one fixing everybody. He was like, "Look, I got some parts. I'll try to put your friend back together." And he was like, "Well, look, I couldn't get him all. I made him new. He's a whole new person now, and he's gonna be able to fight these dudes." And out comes Optimus Prime. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Oh my goodness!" So that's my origin of. That's how I remember the origin of the Autobots and Decepticons. So this whole new narrative, I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, it was like you did everything all at once. Like, because to me, they really weren't friends. They were just, co-workers who hung around each other for a long time. And then, I mean, in one day, Orion Pax becomes Optimus Prime, and D16 becomes Megatron. But they did a real Netflix had a real good 3-part series where, yeah, and that kind of broke it down to, Megatron was D16, or I think it was D16, like, and he was like a gladiator, and him and Optimus, it showed their history. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't what I was used to, what I grew up with, I was more invested in that. It made it more real to me, because it was like, yeah, it went over a period of time. It wasn't that, it was just over this little, you know, a few days. Next thing you know, this nigga just goes nuts. And Megatron goes crazy. But you know what I'm saying? But it was like I did understand it. I did understand it because he had a different, just like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, they had different. They saw that they were going through the same thing, but they had a different view of how to take care of stuff. You know, because Megatron D16 felt betrayed. You know what I'm saying? You sitting up here got us, you know, working to the bone. Them they're killing ourselves, but you was the one who took our cogs, took our transformer cogs. You making us work to the bone for our enemies. The whole time you lied, and you did it to rule over us. You didn't do it to help us. You know what I'm saying? So and if they did that over 3 movies, I would, you know what I'm saying? If it was like the first movie, you just have like you have their you have their history. You have, you know, who they are, and you know what they went through as friends, and they really were friends, you know what I'm saying? But they had different views. Just like Charles Xavier and Magneto. You know what I'm saying? Like they had a real good history where they found each other. They didn't even know they were mutants. You know, it was just by accident. They both joined the Peace Corps, and they were together for years building. They really built a friendship. And then, you know, I forget how, but somehow they found out they were both mutants. And then that's when the mutant hate started, you know, Magnus had a different way of thinking, you know, because he went through the Holocaust. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing, he's gonna have PSTD over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has happened to me before. I've been discriminated because of what I am before, and I know how humans are. So I'm not going through this again. And now that I have the power, or you know, I'm able to defend myself. I'm not a helpless child anymore. You know, I can do something about it. Whereas Charles didn't grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't grow up with that experience, so he still wanted to, you know, integrate. He wanted everybody to get along. You know, he didn't see it that way. Have you seen X-Men 97? Dude, I mean, yeah. Right. And the thing is, they pick up right then. It's like, yeah, it's the next, yeah. I think you're doing a good thing, because you'll really get it. You know what I'm saying? It's hit different, yeah. And see, that's the same thing with me. I mean, I grew up collecting the comic books. You know, since I was a kid. You know, that's because the first week of the month, X-Men came out. Then the second week, Wolverine came out. Then the third book I got was Uncanny X-Men. Because X-Men were really like 2 teams. One was, even though they all stayed in the same mansion, there was the gold team led by Scott, and then the blue team led by Storm. So it was like, so you had the Uncanny X-Men, and then you had the regular X-Men. But I mean, they would crisscross. Some, you know, it was complicated, simple but complicated. And then the fourth book I got every month was Spider-Man. So I kept up with that along with, you know, watching the cartoon. Because I mean, it was just, and the cartoon really did kind of kept up with the comic book. So it did it.
No! They found me!
Yeah, I'm no longer a Dragon Ball Z fan. I used to like it. I used to watch it with my brothers and everything, but it just got it. That was one anime that just got too repetitive for me. So every time it was some big bad guy pops up, and then he kills Goku, and then Goku goes out the train, or you know, with King Kai, and meanwhile this new bad guy is just ripping through everybody, and then you know, Goku learns how to go Super Saiyan 2. And I think that was with, I forget who, I think that was like with Cooler or Frieza. And then he goes Super Saiyan 3 with during the Cell game. And then they did the fusion with Majin Buu. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, man, it's the same thing over and over again. I mean, people, I understand people like it, and I appreciated it for what it was, because I didn't even know about Dragon Ball. Like, I started off with Dragon Ball Z. I didn't even know about Dragon Ball until, like, Goku went Super Saiyan 3, and then I went back and then I stumbled on regular Dragon Ball, where he was just a little kid that would turn into a big monkey during the full moon. And I liked that. I liked that better, because I mean, he was, you know, it wasn't about, he didn't know what he was. He didn't know who he was or what he was. He was just a little dude who was good. He could fly around on that cloud, and he got into adventures. He was a nice guy. He was just a real nice guy, and later on he grew up to become the Goku I know today. And I that's one thing I did like about Goku, was he was righteous. You know, he was really about, you know, he was a real good guy. You know, he wasn't like an anti-hero or anything. You know, he thought everybody could be good. He saw good in everything and everybody. And I like heroes like that. Like Superman is my favorite comic book character. But my brother collected Superman and Batman, and we shared the same room. So I would read whatever he brought in new. That's what I would read. I would read his Superman comics. I would read his Batman comics. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. You know, there was no need for me to buy them. You know, he read my X-Men, because I mean those books weren't nothing but maybe 15, 20 pages, and it came out once a week. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you read it once. You don't have to read it 30 times. You know, even though I read it a few times. But so, and Superman still is. He's my favorite superhero. That's it's him and then Storm. Those are my two favorites.
This what you want?
And yeah, she done left and went to sleep, I think. But she's still at work.
I need to reload.
But I really do. I could, because, and I realized, like, even in the Transformer comics, you know, they have them starting off as friends. You know, they started off as brothers, and that was a long. You know what I'm saying? I didn't read that much of it, but I knew it was more than just, you know, a one-off comic that it happened. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the same thing with this movie. The movie was entertaining. I mean, I really did like it. You know, so I like that as a try. Yeah. You know, and yeah, he had me rolling. He had me rolling. And then I was kind of like side-eyeing it.
General
Yeah.
I'll try to make her nice and comfy in here.
But then I was kind of, you know, I kind of side-eyed it that, you know, the good guy was white and the bad guy was black, because it's a black guy that does Megatron's voice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What was his name on Atlanta? Money Boy, Cash Man, Paper Boy. Yeah, dude. Atlanta was that. I did not, when it was on Fox on FX. I skipped it. You know what I'm saying? I like Childish Gambino. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, I'm never gonna watch this. I said, I'm not watching this. And then I think it was either on Hulu or whatever, it was on Hulu or Netflix. I got to watching that, man. I said, why didn't nobody tell me about this? Like, it was that whole series, that whole show, every episode was great. That girl had a water bottle full of vodka, and they get pulled up. Hey, yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
This bitch is wild. I was like, man. Like, I ended up really. That's what I hate when I like, I'm one of the most prejudiced people in the world. Like, I prejudge everything. And then the bad thing about it is, I think stuff is bad and it ends up being good. I'm like, man, I need to, and I still haven't learned. I still haven't learned not to be prejudiced. I still just be like, because I just looked at it and was like, man, this is trash. I was like, nah. And then no, it was that they did a clip from that episode y'all was talking about, where he was locked up and he said, man, that's a dude. Man, you a fat nigga, you gay. And he said, I'm trying. And I was like, dude. And I was like, this is, right. And I was like, dang, is this what this is? I said, okay, I'm gonna try. Let me.
That one's a piece of
and I
work.
think that was like one of the first episodes.
Homicide. Got told by my contact.
Yeah, and I was like, oh dang, I was like, oh snap.
Be considered
I said, nigga, I like this. I ended up watching the whole thing back to back to back to back, man. I was like, you got to be kidding. And then I ended up watching because I'm trying to think.
When I think of bail bond enforcement, I think of transferable skills. You know, like hacking into the CCTV network to find your target. works, don't it?
Yeah. That was hilarious. That's a. I mean, yeah, the gator. That was, but yeah, that's the thing that it surprised me. Like every episode had like a different. Yeah, that's the one I was just thinking about. That's what, cause and like every character had their own. Well, Paperboy really had his own arc. You know what I'm saying? Like I really. That's what niggas do. That's what niggas do. I seen all of them. I ended up. Probably forget yeah, cause yeah, that was straight up crazy, straight up nuts, straight up nuts. Straight up crazy. Straight up crazy. Yeah. That's kind of like it to me. That's why, like to me, it was like live action Boondocks. It was because to me, Childish Gambino kind of reminds me of Aaron McGruder. You know what I'm saying? Like he's black conscious. You know what I'm saying? If I'm saying it right, black conscious. You know, he's so, and that's his stories. That's what his stories are. You know, are real relatable. And I see how, you know, a lot of stuff, like it's supposed, like some of it's 80% of it is funny, but 100% of it is like, you know, what black people go through. So I really do. I get it. And I mean, I really like it. There was hardly any episodes. Like Paperboy's arc was the one I really liked. I mean, he really, I don't know. It was like he really had a real story arc. Like how he was, like how he was like hood famous, he was local famous, and then how he really becomes, you know, how he really gets on, like he really ends up being famous and he starts getting real money and stuff like that. I like that. Yeah. And then like dude, yeah, dude was in whatchamacallit too. He played the crazy dude in the Godzilla movies. Yeah, and all, like I want to say the last two at least, because he was in the last God. He was in one of the last two Godzilla movies. He was a crazy black dude that knew what was going on, but nobody believed him. He knew about Monarch and all that stuff. He actually worked in Monarch when they were, some of them actually had Godzilla and stuff. They had King Kong. They had King Kong locked up in some kind of thing, in some kind of habitat. What up? Yeah. That was crazy. Well, see, and that's like the prequel. Yeah. That was like the prequel. That's the one y'all be getting chased by the cops, ain't it?
Listen, motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Once you've got the target good and secured, head back and we'll get the paperwork done.
Yeah, Kong is bigger in those movies than he is in like some.
You in deep shit now, gangster. Listen, motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck you up.
And that's why I got away from Legend of Zelda and stuff. Because after the Ocarina of Time was like way more adult. It was, you know, way great graphics. Yeah, way better graphics. I mean, it was on a 64 at the time, but then when they came out with Wind Waker and they used cell animation, it was like a downgrade for me. It was like, dang, y'all went from having way better graphics. Was that a race? Was that a race? A friend of mine and my son got me playing The Witcher, and that's like a rated R version.
You in deep shit now,
really
gangster.
Like a rated X version of Legend of Zelda. Then I wonder what the weather gonna be like tomorrow.
Hey, go fuck yourself. La la la, I'm not listening.
That look like whatchamacallit from from Cars. Kachiga, Kachiga. That green car. Yeah. Yeah, you got the purple, the green with the purple bumper.
You know, Ma and Murph met on a date.
Should have made a video.
She thought he was catfishing because the whole morgue thing was just too good to be true.
Yeah, that's tight.
Look, let's be reasonable about this. You let me go, and I won't destroy your shitty fucking lives. Excuse me, I'm trying to work. Ugh. Overloaded the snack drawer. Damn thing's jammed again, but if you're hungry, there's snacks in the bowl.
Man, my daughter just sit up here and add all kinds of. Have a good night. Yeah, I just got. I do. I wanted to, but I was up here talking to my co. I switched houses this tonight. Normally I don't even work on Sundays. Normally I don't work Sunday nights, but I switched over to this other house and I was trying to get my coworker to let me eat her from the back, and it took a whole hour to try to convince her. So that's the only reason.
You think I won't sue, huh? If I'm going to blow you broke, I'm bringing you
Here,
animals
take this,
with me.
little mama.
Could you not?
Y'all have a good night, man. I ain't gonna be doing nothing. All right, y'all.
You know what's more infuriating than folks skipping bail? Folks skipping state prison. This asshole was doing time for shooting up a clucking bell because they got his order wrong. And now he's just got out. If we don't find him and claim the reward, someone else will.
Are you doing missions or just chillin'? Back to the Future car. Where are you going? Gambino, I'm doing missions right now.
Listen, he's out there on foot, so unless he had outside help, he can't have gone far.
Oh, okay. I'm about to do the KO Persio heist.
We have all we need now, yes, Capitan? We go at your command. also access compound CCTV once you are inside. You know, in a way, I admire Mr. Rubio. We steal from him, and he restocks the cupboards with goodies. Huh? We Russians love an optimist. Self-sufficiency, infiltrating private islands on your own. In Russia, we bring friends, and our friends bring bags. More money in bags. Perhaps next time, yes? Some advice. When dealing with paranoid drug lords, expect CCTV everywhere. Helicopters inbound. By the way, don't worry about leaving space in your bag for main objective. I have crafted special compartment for it. Caution, of course. I remember I once ran a mission at a nuclear reactor. Everything went smoothly until we realized how heavy is a brick of plutonium. Very heavy. Take my advice. You need to run fast. Act light. Thanks for the assist, Charlie. Welcome back again. I have been thinking, perhaps Mr. Rubio thinks we are finished with him. He tells himself we would have to be crazy to keep coming back, but he does not appreciate Russian military strategy. We make no distinction between madness and genius, huh? Okay, come. Let us give him another lesson. Not long now till landfall. GPS trace acquired. I have your location. Once you are inside the compound, I will be able to see you on CCTV. Self-sufficiency, infiltrating private islands on your own. In Russia, we bring friends, and our friends bring bags. More money in bags. Perhaps next time, yes? Cameras everywhere. Almost like Mr. Rubio feels a little paranoid sometimes. We cannot resist coming back, huh? Like child in candy store. Or as we say in Russia, like child breaking into secure compound, huh? By the way, you will always have room in your bag for main objective. I have crafted special compartment for us. I remember I once ran mission at nuclear reactor. Everything went smoothly until we realized how heavy is a brick of plutonium. Very heavy. Take my advice. You need to run fast. Pack light. fraction of well-executed plan. Apart from the gigantic financial rewards. Mr. Rubio is one an international black market, and we are his financial crisis.
carajo! Jesús, María y José.
say a navy. You want the element of surprise? Choose least hygienic option. Now, enjoy your little swim, yes? Terrified screams, I will assume you made it through the uncharted tunnel and into the den of strung-out militiamen. Good. Things are going according to plan, huh? Now, let's see what he has for us in the vault this time. Be careful in this area. Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards, they know their soldiers, and they will know you are not one of them, no matter what uniform you are wearing.
Esteban, tiene las llaves.
Sí, anda por aquí. Lo vi hace un rato.
Also find the key.
¡Despídase!
So, we have our weapons. This is when you feel in your bones it is really happening, yes?
friends, and our friends bring bags. More money in bags. Perhaps next time, yes? Remember, cameras everywhere. Almost like Mr. Rubio feels a little paranoid sometimes. We cannot resist coming back, huh? Like child in candy store. Or as we say in Russia, like child breaking into secure compound, huh? By the way, don't worry about leaving space in your bag for main objective. I have crafted special compartment for it. Cushioned, of course. I remember I once ran mission at nuclear reactor. Everything went smoothly until we realized how heavy is a brick of plutonium. Very heavy. Take my advice. You need to run fast. Pack light. international black market, and we are his financial crisis.
Jesús, María y José.
He's not far. Perfect. As we say in Navy, you want the element of surprise? Choose least hygienic option. Now, enjoy your little swim, yes? Judging from the lack of terrified screams, I will assume you made it through the uncharted tunnel and into the den of strung-out militiamen. Good. Things are going according to plan, huh? Now, let's see what he has for us in the vault this time. Watch out for the Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards. They patrol this area. They will know every soldier on the island. Them you cannot fool, no matter what you are wearing.
¿Felipe le dio las llaves?
No. ¿Me las tenía que dar? Lo vi hace poco.
Sí. Seguro se lo olvidó a ese pendejo.
There will be many locked doors in Mr. Rubio's house. Worth looking for keys, I think.